Car Chronicles, whoop, whoop, whoop. What it do, what it does, your boy Black Jesus. You know. Anyways, man, hey, salute to everybody. Happy New Year. I haven't blogged or did any videos this whole year. It's crazy because I don't have that many followers yet. I had 4 emails from people saying just whatever, you know, majority good stuff. But let's hop into it, man. Last maybe 45 days. Actually, my father passed away on December 10th. I've been dealing with that. I've been having some issues processing, which I'm gonna do another blog about, because maybe there's somebody out there that have some type of insight and so forth. Even though I have my degree in psychology, I don't have my degree as a psychiatrist. There go my mom right here. She told me she'll be 5 minutes, and she's hearing literally 2. I thought I was gonna be able to give y'all a little blog real quick, but I may have to put it on pause and then come right back. Hopefully I know the edit good. So let's see how I go. I'll be right back. Yeah. So your boy is back. Hopefully the edit / blend do what it do. I just seen DNA Tooth blog on it. Shout out to him. That just came up the top. I didn't even listen to his yet. But we're going to hop right into this G-Wagon. As far as what the blog is about. You see the title, man? You see the title? You can't copy respect. Follow the imitators? No. Isn't it follow the innovators, not the imitators? Okay, let me put y'all new fans and the ones that want to get into free URL events on a little history lesson. Let's go off of a couple of the major events in battle rap. PGs, right? What everyone thinks, oh, the PGs. You hear that, right? You hear when someone else does it. I remember they said when ARP and them were doing the wasn't ARP, it was Lawrence. Shout out to Lawrence and the whole RBE staff. Just like shout out to URL and all their staff, man. Shout out to battle rap, period. Just battle rap, not a league. Battle rap. It's like saying you like basketball, but only watch the Lakers and won't watch no one else. Then you don't really like basketball. You just like the Lakers. And it's okay. But don't say that you're for the culture if you're not, because you're not for the culture. You're for that singularity and your own monetary gain, whether it's financial, obviously monetary is financial, right? Whatever. Finances, or just the clout, the recognition. So we got the PGs, right? And RBE, they do it. And what is it called? It's called 1SK, one shot kill, right? Super dope. I like it. Which is dope because they do it ahead of big events. So if you show out on a big event, you will be known. Like I believe maybe Max Out 2 or Max Out 1, one of them, they had what they call maybe the second best 1SK. Because the first best 1SK is my boys, my dog, Demon Time. You feel me? You dirt? We on that West Coast with it, man. Hey, it just is what it is. Larry the Bull did his thing that night, straight up. But at the end of the day, when I left, it was all about Dev the Demon. That's all people were talking about, was the moments that Dev the Demon created in that battle that made it that way. Let's just keep it a beam. Shout out to Dev the Demon, man. Straight up. They were getting ridiculed for doing those type of things, even though it's similar but different, right? Whatever. Then you have the quote unquote originators. Who is that? Who didn't we mention? KOTD. Fuck you talking about? Yeah, y'all might know it as the GZ's Grand Zero. That's the newer one. That's when it was revamped. They already had something before that. I just don't remember the name. I don't. I'm sorry. But as a avid ear to the streeter of battle rap, I been knew that was. Come on, man. We been knew that. That's like, damn, man. You know how they say, man, black people always get on the white folk for the white folk taking what the black people do and making it into whatever, making it bigger. But then when the black person do it, it's really all about, oh, well, finally. No, right is right and wrong is wrong. If you don't want them doing shit to you, then you don't do it at all. Who was the first person to invent basketball? A white person. Who was the first person to invent football? A white person. Who was dominating those two sports? Black people. I don't hear, loudly at least, white folks sitting here saying, oh, they took our sport. They took our sport. They took our sport. Hear that shit? That shit lame. Because at the end of the day, we out there making millions of dollars while they're making billions. Do your thing. You know what I mean? Of course, you got the Donald Sterlings and other people in the back that are still on that. I don't care. I'm getting this money to feed my family and maybe make something out of something to where now, guess what? Your hate and racism allow me to take care of my bloodline for almost 10 generations because of the 300 million that I got off basketball and sports, and then the extra 500 million that I got off endorsements, on top of the free clothes and the free this that I can give out to people, having boxes of shoes sent there and there and there. Now, ain't nobody got to spend no money. Come on, man. Come on, man. But everybody always want to be first. But if you gonna be second, at least give props. That's it. How hard is that? How hard is it? That's how you know when certain people aren't real or not. Just because they can knuckle up, sell a little, that don't mean they real, yo. It's about standing on the same principles and morals that it's supposed to be all the way across the board. That's when it's real. When you gotta look your boy in the eye and let him know, bro, you wrong, bro. And you might be looking up to him. You wrong. That's what real is. Facts. What you mean? Oh, okay. I'm just reading there's a tweet somebody just tweeted from whatever. So that's that, right? That's a major thing. Okay? 2-on-2s. We know who created 2-on-2s. If you literally watched, DNA and K-Shine themselves gave it up to the originators. Marlo and Shuffle T. Caucasian guys that were so interchangeable and on point, you would have thought that they were the same when it came to that pen. Two totally different individuals. They originated that. I wouldn't even say originated that, but they kind of like coined it. I mean, of course, you had Il Macintosaurus. They did their thing too. You know what I mean? But this was looked at as comedy. It was kind of like how the dunk contest really was at first. How it was looked at. At first, it was looked at as like a gimmick. And now, like, the dunk contest is one of the biggest things of All-Star Weekend, i.e., the 2-on-2 joint. And, you know, they gave it up. And I believe one of their best 2-on-2s was against Averb and Hitman on, what is the league called? It's with it's right there on the tip of my tongue. I see the silhouette and everything. I can't think of it. It'll come to me. But you know, if you don't know, you need to know. It's just your history for the sport that you supposedly love. The sport, right? Whatever. That's that, right? Let's talk about Ultimate Madness. Grand Prix this wasn't the first oh, you thought you a new battle fan. No, this isn't the first Grand Prix. Grand Prix has been happening years ago. years and years ago, pre-freaking Calico and Low Deluxe. Okay, so that's another thing. The money exchanging and the tournament, that's been happening. So now we have what's going on, and what's being rumbled about is Blackout B and Band B. Band B. Man, good, you could have came to me. I could have shot you whatever, that's a whole nother story. Don't Flop. That's the name of the league by Don't Flop. Shout out to them. Yeah, so for y'all that don't know, Blackout was a league. Was normally in the first quarter of the year, possibly almost the second quarter, normally. And they would throw a bunch of names out there, clean, promotion, clean. When you got Avocado, everything is pretty much clean. I don't know if he actually was doing the promotion, but the rollout was amazing. It was dope. It had you like, oh snap, like who battling who? You see these guys, and the only time you knew who was battling was when it was like for the KOTD chain. That's the only time you knew who it was, except for the people in the background, like they already kind of knew, right? That's why when you hear the bars, a lot of them can be for that particular person. And now you have Band. Now this isn't the first Band. Again, I know we have some new fans, new caffeine, pre-caffeine fans will know. Post-caffeine fans may not know. But Band, I believe the first Band I saw or heard about was it Jack Boy versus Steams? No, I think it was Jack Boy versus Steams. One of the biggest ones, which I wish would have had more promo, but both of them were doing, they on their choke thing was Chess versus Twerk. Hold on, TWORKCHESS. Wow, that's crazy. Block that for y'all. That's crazy, right? So let me just move this real quick. All right, we're gonna do it like that until I get to where I'm going. So basically, these things has been out. Now Band is doing one rounders, and you gotta understand, like all that's gonna do is create a buzz. That part, I understand. I looked at it that way the whole time, like they're gonna do that to create that buzz on that one round. So it's like, oh snap, you see that one round? Oh, we gotta get 3 rounds of that. We need that. It's just like Tay-Rock versus T-Top. They did that. I don't think that should have happened that way, but I still want to see it personally. You know what I mean? 2 of my favorite artists, 2 of my favorite battle rappers, and they make dope music. Make sure you check that out. Also, Bars on I-95. Tay-Rock just dropped. I ain't got to listen to it yet, but go ahead and listen to it. You already know what this is. Today is we on Wednesday. Today Wednesday, so it just dropped. What up with it, homie? Who this in my driveway? Somebody always in my driveway, y'all. Who this is? Oh, this bitch. That's that nigga. I mean, that person that I don't really rock with, but it is what it is. He ain't got my money. It's gonna be a problem, y'all. But yeah. Let me get back to where I was at. Yeah. So that was how the Band was, what I remember. And now Blackout's been doing this thing. I remember one of my favorite Blackouts. I believe, I could be wrong. Man, I'm gonna feel dumb if I'm wrong. But Diz versus Iron Solomon. That was dope. First time Diz dropped the N-bomb. Had everybody crazy. I remember when he had dropped the Iron Solomon, was like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? But this been around, man. This is what happens, yo. This is what happens. Can't copy respect. And it's okay, because everyone takes from this, that, and the third. It's about not being so high on your pedestal where you believe that you cannot be the one that's dipping into something that you shouldn't maybe dip into. You know what I mean? So when you sit there and say you can't copy respect, follow the innovators, not the imitators. that means to me that you're never going to do this. And if you do it, you need to be called out on it, because it feels the other way around. That's compromised media. Y'all compromise media straight like that. And that's why I love the Chris Unbiases. I love what Norbs is doing now, because Norbs is a true fan of the culture. And I love what he's doing now. I didn't love what he was doing for URL, but I understood it. I just didn't love it, because you're denouncing every other part of the culture other than URL. Like, how hard is it to be like, oh, y'all seen their event? Yeah, it was a pretty good event. You know, a couple good battles. Yeah. How hard is that? RBE does it. KOTD does it. Don't Flop did it. All the leagues do it except for URL, because they got their foot so far up there. Are you about the culture, or are you about yourself? That's gonna be another blog that I'm gonna drop, because I've been having that on my mind for the longest. I had a back and forth with Norbs maybe about a month ago on his show. Again, shout out Norbs It All Podcast. Make sure y'all subscribe to Norbs. If y'all subscribe to me, more than likely you already subscribed to him, so whatever. But we were talking. It wasn't even a negative back and forth. It was really him like, yeah, you're right. And I really wanted him to argue with me or debate with me, but he didn't. So it was like, it's like when, you know, fellas, you know what I mean? When you want to argue with your girl and say something to bring them to, and she's like, babe, you're right. And you're like, but you had like this whole slew of things you were going to say. All kind of rebuttals, pre-written rebuttals, and all that joint. Yeah, man. But all I'm saying, man, is we need to really, if you about this culture, say that. Be about that. If you about just one league, URL, then say that. Don't say you're about the culture. You're here for the culture, but only highlight what URL does. KOTD has season 2 or season 3 or whatever it is right now going, and I haven't did a good job of even paying attention to the tournament like I should have. It's just Sundays I'll be doing a whole lot of other stuff, and I'll be forgetting. And then for some reason, my notifications for Twitch doesn't come up on my phone, so I don't know. But caffeine definitely comes up. Twitch, no. But that 100 bands that someone is about to get, and the people that are in it, I don't know their finances, but I'm gonna keep it real. As far as the appearances, it doesn't look like none of them can turn down 100K. That 100K is about to elevate their life. Period. Whether it's Bill Collector, Lou Cypher, my boy Mac Myron, or Pass. Me being from the West, of course I would love for Pass to get it, but I honestly feel like Mac Myron and Bill Collector are probably the better just overall to me that I like personally. Mac Myron, Bill Collector. Lou Cypher is dope, Pass is dope. I just don't, you know what I'm saying? I'm keeping it being, and I'm from the West. You feel me? Really from the West. You heard? But they about to get that 100 bands, and they about to change their life. I want to see what they're gonna do. I heard Bill Collector one time say, when he was at the caffeine joint, it was after some event, or maybe it was after the Danny and Rock event, and he was like, oh yeah, I'll be back over here after I win that 100K. You'll be back over here. Oh, okay. I mean, all right. Okay, whatever. But yeah, don't burn the bridge though. That's all I'm saying. You better throw that lighter away. Don't burn the bridge. Keep that bridge going, because that bridge is about to get you 100K. You burn it. You feel me? Last year Saint won it. 50K. Beat Marv. Some say he didn't, some say he did. It's not too many title fights, title matches where it's clear and concise. You know what I mean? Oh, my brother's calling me. So, yeah. You know, I just wanted to throw that out there. There's things that's been done already in everything. Sports, all of that. You know, the dunk contest was in the ABA first, right? Dunk contest was in the ABA. The NBA took it over and made it pop. Let's not forget it was in the ABA, though. That's knowing your history. And I was nowhere near born when the ABA was still alive. I mean, still kicking and going. So, yeah, man. Yo, again, on the way out, man, my brother can hear me. On the way out, hit that like, that subscribe, and that bell. Bing! so you can get all of the content that I'm going to be dropping pretty soon. I'm going to try to drop 1 to 2 blogs a day for the next 2 weeks. Straight like that. And I hope y'all appreciate it. All right, man. Salute. Signing out, your boy Black Jesus. You know. Yeah.